Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Jennifer here. I am actually off work today. It is Friday, April, what is it? Oh, the 18th, April 18th. So it's Good Friday. And Charlie and I both have a long weekend. And so I'm just now starting the vlog today. We are getting the kids tonight. And the last vlog, which probably came up on Easter Sunday, it literally was just a vlog, no meal prep or anything. And yeah, I had a crazy busy weekend. Last weekend, it was very hard for me to vlog and get anything done. It was very difficult for me to try to meal prep, so I did like minimal meal prep. But anyway, if you are new here, my name is Jennifer. I am 50 years old. I like to do some lifestyle vlogs, some meal preps, stuff like that, and a lot of cash budgeting as well. That's kind of my new thing that I am into. I love it, and it has changed my life on savings. So if you haven't checked out one of those savings challenge videos or budgeting videos or whatever, then be sure to check one of those out. I will try to link my last one up above, whichever side it ends up on. I need to go upstairs and do a lot of work in my office up there. Now, it is kind of hard for me to record. I might have included some footage from last weekend where I was trying to use the Cricut and stuff, but I end up getting like lost and frustrated and just kind of cut the camera off because I'm just not good enough and comfortable enough to like really record what I'm doing. I may try to get a few clips, but we will see. But I'm actually sitting here at my counter. I have got no nails on. They came off this week. My last set lasted for over 3 weeks. This is the brand that is my favorite that I have found so far. So I'm getting ready to put these on. I don't know if that will focus. Okay, so yeah, Nail Reformation, and these are like a really pink color. But since it is Easter weekend, I thought these would be fun to finish up April with. So these should last me maybe until the middle of May. We will see. But I thought that I would just do a little recording of my nail prep and putting them on. And then maybe discuss my meals. I actually haven't decided what I'm going to cook this week. This past week I just had chicken and taco soup. So it was nothing exciting. It was just the easiest meals possible. I probably am going to definitely do like a Mexican casserole, and I don't know what my other meal is going to be yet. I probably need to do some research before I get into that. Now, I don't know exactly how we're going to get our groceries this weekend because typically when we get the kids, it's on Saturday night. We're getting them on Friday night this week. Normally on Sunday mornings, I get up, we get ready, we go get the groceries and stuff like that. Now, I may want to take the kids to eat breakfast in the morning somewhere if I can get up and get ready quickly. Even if I don't get ready until later, I can just like throw my hair up and throw on some clothes and go. It doesn't really bother me. I don't know, like if the farmer's market or anything is going on here yet in town. It's just now started to seem like spring. It's been kind of warm the past few days, a little bit cool at night and in the mornings, but like right now it is beautiful. Charlie is here. He's outside doing yard work and stuff like that. So I'm inside working and he is outside working. He just literally came in here and got his breakfast. He was filthy. I was like, you cannot sit on anything. He's like, I'm going to go back outside and eat. And I said, okay, that works. I took the sheets and everything off my bed. I've been having the worst time I took the sheets off. I have like a mattress cover and like a white blanket. So all of the white sheets, the white blanket, and the mattress cover, and the washing machine will not stay even, I guess. So it keeps stopping. So before I even got in the shower, I thought, oh, those will be washed by the time I can get out, and then I will put it all in the dryer. I should have split it up into 2 separate loads. I should have known better. So then it took twice as long to get everything done. I finally took the mattress cover out. The blanket that I have, it was so sopping wet. I could not take it out without making the biggest mess. And so I finally literally stood there and I like put it in the middle. I took the little center thing out, the agitator or whatever. Anywho, it has just about drove me crazy. I have wasted so much time with that this morning. I was like, all I wanted to do was wash my sheets. But it's done. The blanket and the sheets are in the dryer. Now I have put the mattress cover back in the washer, basically to rinse and spin, and it should be fine on its own. So let's do some nails, and then we will see what else we get into. This may not be a long vlog, just because we are getting the kids. I think we're going to get them at 4 o'clock today. And then I don't know how long they will stay tomorrow. What I was saying was I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get our groceries tomorrow, if I want to take the kids with us or just wait and go get them later in the day, because normally we try to get them in the morning. We'll just see how that works. I know that I like to kind of do everything the same every day, but this will be the first time that we've had the kids on a Saturday morning. I thought it would be fun to maybe take them to breakfast somewhere. We'll just see what kind of mood they're in whenever they get up, and if they sleep okay. Since the little one is not in a crib anymore and she's sleeping with the older one, that is causing sleep issues for everybody. So we will see. But yeah, so we are going to put on our nails. I'm going to actually tilt you down to where you can see. You can see their little gifts back there too, which I did show in my last vlog, a little haul of that. So I'm not going to show it in this one. I still have to like put it together too before they come. Okay, so I think that you can kind of see there. It might be... Okay, hopefully you can see that. We'll see. I don't hate that angle. It's probably not the best. I mean, you can kind of see my shirt or whatever, but it is fine. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing. I can kind of see the screen, and yeah, we are just going, this is kind of my little bag that has all of my nail prep goodies in it. And I also have some fingernail polish remover, because if you get glue on your press-on nails, then that is key to taking that off. This is the nail glue that I like to use, the Beauty Secrets. I don't know if that will focus. Okay, so it's not going to focus, but it's Beauty Secrets. I get it on Amazon, or you can get it at Sally's. I do have a little drill thing, and I will kind of go around my cuticles with that just to clean them up. That was my birthday present from Charlie. He ordered that on Amazon as well. I have a little nail buffer. I have one of these things to like clean my cuticles up like they use at the nail salons. This to push my cuticles back, and yeah, that's about it. I have an extra nail file in there, but I brought my other one out of the bathroom. I kind of forgot that one was even in there. And then I have my nails. Now, the thing that probably takes the longest, but I've kind of gotten a little bit better, is picking out the nails that actually fit my nails. So what I've tried to do is open this a little carefully, and this is what all comes in the nail pack. So you do get like a little cuticle thing. So this comes in like every one of them. A little thing of glue and like a cuticle oil, and then a tiny little emery board, whatever that's called. So you kind of get everything that you need in there. I just don't use that stuff, but I do kind of carry this around with me, some of these in my purse, because you never know if a nail might pop off. And here comes Miss Nosy Luna. And there are other nails in this little bag, but sometimes most of these nails are too big for me to use. So these in here are the ones that I'm going to use. No ma'am, that is my cotton ball. I swear, I love Luna, but she is like obsessed with anything that I'm doing. Whenever I do my cash videos and I go upstairs to my office, she's like super excited. She goes up there with me. What I'm trying to do is separate this top without messing the nails up, because they're kind of matched up, the sizes here, and it's like 2 layers of plastic. It's difficult for me to get it. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I got it off. So now the nails are open, and I literally like to just go through. I'll make a space. I'm going to pick out the nails that are going to fit me. I'm going to grab my glasses too, because I need to be able to see. Hold on. This is the part that's hard about getting old, is having to have your glasses. So anyway, so I literally will just take them. I don't know, these might be, okay, so this one is definitely too big for my pinky. I will have to go into the bag for that, but like that one will probably, I just like press them on there and try to see what feels the best. The thing is you don't want them too skinny and you don't want them too wide. So like this one feels like it would be pretty good on my pointer finger. So I'm just gonna kind of start laying them out. And I literally will like lay them out on each side, like for my right hand and my left hand, which you can't see that, but there we go. So I will start basically like each nail so that I have them laid out. Anyway, I'm gonna kind of go through this and I will just speed through this so that y'all do not have to endure this whole thing. And get my nails picked out. Okay, so I think that's good. I have them laid out, the 5 for this hand and the 5 for this hand. So I'm going to carefully try to put this back together. So now the next step is really just the nail prep, which my nails kind of look pretty bad. So I'm just gonna go through. I have been like filing them and buffing them some this week, but they definitely need it some more. And then I'm gonna try to clean my cuticles up real quick. Hopefully my little nail drill is charged. But yeah, I really enjoy wearing the press-on nails because number one, they're cheap. These are basically $10, $9.99 at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Now you can order this brand online. I think that they're more expensive. I've never ordered directly from their website. But since TJ Maxx and Marshalls has been carrying them, when I go in there, I will try to pick up 1 or 2 boxes. I have 3 or 4 other boxes. One thing, this is probably about the longest length that is easy for me to work with. And they do kind of cause me a little bit of trouble on the keyboard because they're so long. I did get me a new keyboard with like flat keys so that they wouldn't be hitting the keys above as much, and that has helped. Otherwise, I don't have any issues with them. They're fabulous. So yeah, this little electric nail drill is pretty neat, and it seems to hold a charge pretty good. Maybe I'll charge it up after I do this. Sometimes I'll charge it while I'm picking out my nails, but that's usually if I'm in there doing it when I'm watching TV. But I just wanted to do another little tutorial if y'all were interested. I've done it one other time on my channel. It's been a long time. I didn't have a nail drill then. I think that was back before Christmas. I was gonna say maybe it's dead. No, there it goes. And I just put one of these little tips on it so that I can literally just kind of go around my cuticles. And then I do like to take this thing and kind of just push my cuticles back as well, just so that I can get the nails done in there good. Okay, and then one thing, you want your nails to be like really dry, so I am gonna just take some fingernail polish remover and go over each one, and then I'm gonna buff each one. You just wanna make sure that there's no like soap or oil or anything on your fingernails. It will keep the glue from sticking as much. Although sometimes these cotton balls, I swear, the cotton will stick to my fingernails. I'm gonna get a paper towel to rest this on because I will need it again. I don't want that to soak through on my granite or anything. Okay, so then the last step really is just to buff them. And then we're gonna glue them on. Okay, that was weird. I looked up at my camera and it said movie recording has stopped because maximum time has been reached. What the heck? I don't know if that means that my memory card's almost full or what. But anyway, I just finished buffing my nails. I don't know exactly where that cut off because I wasn't looking. And they look a little roughed up, but that's what you kind of want for the glue to stick to them. So I usually will start with like my pinkies and outer fingers and then work my way in. So we'll do 1 or 2 and then I'll just do the rest and show you the finished. And I do like to put a little bit of glue, not too much, right on the nail. This is a new thing of glue, actually. So I put a little bit in the nail. My battery's gonna die, of course. and then I'm going to cover this nail. And then I'm going to pick it up and kind of press it on there and hold it for about a minute. And you want to make sure it's straight. So my battery's going to die. I'm just going to hold this on here for a minute, and I'll change my battery once I get this one stuck on. My finger's trying to stick to the nails too. All right, I am back. I got the one nail on, got my battery changed. So I'm going to continue on because I need to get these on. And this one's got like little cotton fuzz on it because I basically messed it up. My finger stuck to the top, which that's why I always have the fingernail polish remover, because that will get the glue off. So I've been sitting here holding it for a few seconds. I think that it feels pretty good, and hopefully it's straight. We'll see. That's always the hardest thing for me, is like getting them really straight. But I'm going to continue on. I'll probably do like these 3 nails on this hand, and then do the 3 outside nails on my other hand, and then just kind of work my way in to my fingers and thumbs, because those are the fingers I use the most. Okay, that one went on really well. I didn't have any issues with it. Last one, finally. It's been a little under an hour. It'll seem like just a few minutes to y'all, but total time from beginning of prep all the way to end is probably about an hour. Okay, there we go. That's what they look like. I'm not going to wash my hands for about an hour or so, even though there's a little bit of glue and like cotton on my fingers, but it will come off eventually. And then you can actually file these down a little bit. I may file. See, that pinky looks a little crooked now that I'm looking at it in the camera. Oh, well, she's on there now. It's too late. But, yeah, that's one reason I'm like, make sure it's straight. But look, it's not straight. It'll be all right. Nobody's really looking that closely at my pinky finger. If it pops off or something, then I will straighten it up. Because sometimes within the first day or two, if any are going to pop off, then they will, especially like whenever I go to make the bed and stuff. Then sometimes if one's not on there good, that's when it's usually going to pop off, and then I just will glue it back on. After a few days, then I am pretty set. I don't really have any other issues with them. So anywho, I love them. Pink for spring. Pink is actually my favorite color, other than black. Black is my favorite like staple color. But anyway, let me raise y'all back up. Alrighty guys, I'm going to clean up this mess. Charlie is upstairs taking a shower. We need to probably run to Walmart and then probably maybe pick up some food for lunch, or vice versa, go eat lunch. I don't know if I want to go in anywhere and eat. It's 12 o'clock and then the kids are supposed to come at 4, so I feel a little limited on time, and I need to have time to record my cash stuffing video because I have not done that yet. So yeah, I don't want to spend too much time at a restaurant. I really don't hardly have time for that. So we'll see. Maybe we'll go somewhere quick to eat. I'm trying to think what's close to Walmart over here. There's a Chick-fil-A. I don't want to go in there. It's too crazy. There's a Panera. There's a Nukes across the street. I have not been there in a minute. Trying to think what else is over there close to Walmart. We'll see. We'll see what Charlie wants. Like tonight for the kids, we'll probably just like make them pasta or something. I could go for a burger, but then Charlie, he probably doesn't want to grill out. I don't know if I want like a fast food burger. We'll see what we end up doing for lunch. But I want to run to Walmart and get some Easter candy so that we can just do like a little egg hunt with the kids. And I need to get their baskets together, and I need to get upstairs and work. I've not done that, and I've been up for hours. So, no more excuses. We're going to get busy, get this mess cleaned up, and I will chat with you guys later. Hey guys, so it is Saturday. We actually still have the kids. We got up this morning and took them to the Waffle House, and now I just got back, took my shower. It's actually 1 o'clock, 1:09 to be exact, and I'm gonna go to the grocery store because they're not getting picked up for a little while, and the little one still needs to take a nap. So yeah, let's head to the grocery store and see what we get. I feel like it's been a minute since I've been able to just chat with y'all, so I thought that I would use this opportunity while I'm in the car by myself to say hello, what's up, what's going on, all of that good stuff. So I am going to have meal prep this week. I'm doing 2 new meals, I guess. One is kind of like a ground beef bowl. There's this one girl, she's on TikTok, she's lost a bunch of weight and she does like a bunch of easy meals, and so I think that I'm gonna make that. It's literally like ground beef, maybe some bell peppers seasoned up. She put some kind of sauce that she makes on top of hers. I don't know what that is. That's the only thing. So I might look for some kind of sauce that I think that might pair well with that when I'm at the grocery store. But that's pretty much it. You know, you're gonna brown the ground beef, add the peppers, whatever seasonings you want, and put it with the rice, and then I feel like it needs some kind of sauce. I'm gonna look at the sauces and see what I can find. And then for my other meal, what is it that I'm doing? Oh, some garlic Parmesan baked chicken. With that, I'm going to do some kind of pasta. Again, that's another one that I don't really know what kind of sauce she uses. I actually may do just like some butter pasta and then see how that tastes. Maybe put a little bit of Parmesan cheese or something in it. We'll see. But 2 kind of new meals, but both fairly simple. So that's the plan. And then I just need all of my regular groceries. After we got back from the Waffle House, which, whew, it was a chore taking the kids to the Waffle House, and we had a good time though. It was beautiful, it was sunny. It's kind of gloomy now. I don't know if it's supposed to rain. Hopefully it doesn't before I get through at the grocery store, but I probably will not be able to do a grocery haul. But if I find anything really good, I'll at least tell you about it or show it to you maybe tomorrow, because I probably won't be able to vlog once I get back to the house. Y'all, I still have to edit like my whole video that needs to go up tomorrow. Yesterday was Good Friday, but we got the kids about 4 o'clock. I was busy for most of the day. Then the kids came, and then when they come, it's like 24 hours of really just doing what they need and what they want. It's fun, but it's hard to get anything done. And I kind of thought that they were going to get picked up like before lunch, but then my daughter was like, are you going to keep them until after nap? And I was like, okay. So I thought, you know what, last Saturday Charlie went to the grocery store because I was so behind that day and had so much that I was trying to get done for my budgeting and stuff, and messing around with my Cricut and printing stuff off and all of that stuff, and trying to record those videos. And I was like, you just go to the grocery store, I don't need anything special. I personally do prefer to go to the grocery store myself. I have realized, because I like to pick out my apples and just whatever it is that, you know, I'll see or want. I probably need to get some more of my like little mochi ice cream trees. I love just having those on hand. I can just eat 1 or 2 of those at night if I need something sweet. The one bad thing about me even making a dessert is lots of times at night, by the time that I get home from work, by the time that like I wash my face and sit down, it's between 6:30 and 7 when we're eating, and then I'll start kind of like watching TV and editing, and I fall asleep, and so it's hard for me to really eat a lot of desserts during the week. But if I am up, then sometimes I do want something sweet, so that's why something quick and easy like that really works for me. And I don't need a lot of it, just a little taste of it. So anyway, that is the plan. Heading to Publix. I do need to make a Walmart trip. I would like to try to do that maybe today. I'd actually thought about taking the kids, but they were like wired up after eating their waffles and all of that syrup and everything, and they were like ready to get to the house. So we did like drive around a little bit, and then we, you know, listened to the radio and stuff, and then we got back home. I basically was like, I have to make my grocery list, which by the time that we got back home, it was 11 o'clock almost. So I pretty much just made my grocery list, and I was like, Mimi has to take a shower because I did not have time to take a shower before we went. But I did take the time to kind of curl my hair. I have realized that I love to just like curl my hair and clip it up in this little clip. You might not be able to see it on here. And it's pretty easy. I do need to get a new curling iron. I still have not done that. Mine is fine. Mine's really just one of those wands that you, mine's just one of those wands that you like twist around. I do have to put those like gloves on so that I don't burn myself, because one time I did burn myself pretty badly. But, and for my makeup, I did just do light makeup today. Actually, I don't have any foundation on. That House Labs concealer, actually, I can like kind of put that all over my face and just blend that in with a brush. And I actually almost like it better than wearing the foundation. And then I don't feel like I have something so heavy on my face, but that concealer covers great. So, and maybe I just need to do that with just like a little bit of foundation. And I did order some House Labs foundation. It might be like a shade too dark, but if I put the concealer on and then kind of put that over it, it kind of tones it down a little bit, and it looks okay. And your girl needs some tan. I am so pale because I have not had any sun in months. I am ready. Charlie does have the pool open, but obviously it is way too cold to use the pool. But if we can get like a pretty day, you know, and I can lay out and get some sun, I can just go lay by the pool. He has not gotten all of the furniture up there, anything. And he still has to put the stairs in the pool and all of that stuff. I'm here at Publix. I'm going to find me a parking space, hopefully. I don't know if I can get around this truck. Okay. It looks like everybody's here at Publix. I still have not found a parking space. Well, I found one where a lady was like getting in her car, but she never backed up, and then I was kind of blocking some other cars. I hate that when somebody takes forever to back up. It's like, just put your stuff in and back up and let somebody else have the spot. It was busy when we went to the Waffle House. We had to wait for our table for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, which didn't seem like that long, but when you've got the kids with you, it seemed like a long time. I'm actually wearing shorts, and I'm waiting for this car in front of me to move, but I think 2 cars are fixing to back out, so we're just going to wait. But I'm wearing shorts, and I'm sure that I'm going to be freezing by the time that I get out of Publix, because it's always cold in there. And I might look ridiculous, but I'm almost tempted to like grab my jacket just in case I need it. Okay, so I'm going to get in here and get my groceries. See y'all maybe later, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Alrighty guys, welcome back. It is a Sunday finally. Today is actually Easter Sunday. We're not really doing anything, so I am just meal prepping like normal. I'm not sure when the last time I talked to you was, but it was probably when I got my groceries. We had the kids Friday and pretty much all day Saturday, so I really did not have time to get back on here and vlog by the time that they left Saturday night. I had a lot of editing to do so that y'all can watch the video that y'all are hopefully watching today. But anyway, hopefully y'all have had a great week. And yeah, we're just going to get right into meal prep. As far as groceries yesterday, I didn't get anything really new on my normal stuff, just the stuff that I needed for my 2 meals. My 2 meals is going to be garlic parmesan chicken with pasta. I did get a pasta sauce, like a basil. Hang on, let me show you. Okay, so this is the pasta sauce I got. It's creamy basil Alfredo to put on the noodles to go along with the garlic parmesan chicken. We will see how this comes out. This is basically like 100 calories per serving. So the only thing that will really have points is going to be this, the pasta obviously, and the butter that we will use to put over the chicken, I think. So it could be a little bit of a high point meal because of that, but I saw this and thought that it looked good and wanted to try it. I never try like these white creamy sauces. So anyway, so it's garlic parmesan chicken, I'm just going to do some steamed broccoli and then just literally make the pasta. I'm going to keep it separate, the pasta and the chicken kind of. I mean, I'll put it in like the same end of the container together, but then we can mix it up later. I think that Charlie, I'm not sure if he diced up the chicken or if it's in little strips. The recipe that I saw on TikTok, she just cut her chicken into like little chicken strips, so we will see how that comes out. And then for my other recipe, I need to make some rice in the rice cooker. I'm just going to do some jasmine rice, and then it's going to be an easy like ground beef with a sauteed bell pepper. You can put whatever veggies you want to in there. Some of the au jus gravy mix in there. I don't know. I just found this. I have no idea what it's going to taste like. And did I get a sauce to go with that one? I think I did. Those are the two new things I got. Okay, so I forgot. I got this G. Hughes. I have a hair in my face. Okay, so I forgot. I got this G. Hughes, a sugar-free, honey-flavored barbecue sauce, I guess. Yeah, sugar-free barbecue sauce. And so that meal will end up to basically be about 0 points using the lean ground beef. That's 0 points now. The peppers, everything in that meal will be 0 points. This just has 10 calories for 2 tablespoons. I'm not going to mix this in there. I will just use this kind of as a topping or to dip it in. We will see. I'm not going to make any extra vegetables or anything with that. It's just literally going to be a ground beef and rice bowl, but it will have bell peppers in it. So that's going to be our 2 meals for the day. I'm not making any kind of dessert or anything. I have some of my like True Fruit strawberries, my little mochi things, my Ninja Creamies. I've kind of been back into my Ninja Creamies again now that it has finally warmed up slightly. So that is going to be our meal prep for the day. Oh, I already have my egg bites in the oven. I just went ahead and put those in. So let's get into it. Which meal do I want to make first? I think that maybe I'll do the chicken first, but I am going to put my rice on. I'm not going to record that. It's literally just going to be, what, 1.5 cups of jasmine rice. I'll put a little chicken broth in there and some water. I'm not going to season it or do anything. I will just add that into the skillet once I brown the ground beef. I'm just going to mix all of that together. Hopefully this turns out pretty good. Hopefully it's enough. Part of me is wondering if I need to make a vegetable to go with it. I don't know if I have anything though. I mean, like I have corn, which I could put some whole kernel corn in there with it. That might be good. We'll see if I end up throwing anything else in there. Okay, let's get busy. Alrighty guys, we are going to mix up our seasonings to put on the chicken. Charlie did kind of cut them into like skinny little strips. So we're going to season up the chicken and kind of massage it in there, put a little olive oil, and then we're also going to make like a garlic parmesan buttery mix to baste the chicken with. And anyway, it looks really good. Hopefully it turns out good. So we are going to start with our seasonings. Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of olive oil on the chicken just so that it can start setting. But we will mix all of our seasonings in there and massage it together. And I do have a pot of water going over here to put my pasta in. I just got this mini bow tie pasta. This is what I'm going to use, and I'm just going to cook this and then put that Alfredo sauce on it. Maybe not the whole jar, we'll just see. I just didn't want to have plain pasta. I wanted something that had a little bit of flavor. So anyway, I think the chicken's going to be very flavorful, and I think that it will pair well together. So we're going to start with a teaspoon of paprika. Okay, so a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, and we're going to do a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to use the clean end of that, and a teaspoon, no, it was half a teaspoon of pepper. We'll go a little heavy on the pepper. And I'm going to just mix that up well, and we're going to put it right on the chicken and kind of massage it in. And I'm actually going to grab a little glove because I don't really want to massage the chicken and like get it up under my fingernails and stuff. Be right back. Okay, got my gloves on so that I don't have to touch the chicken. We're going to put all of the seasoning on, and we're going to massage it in. Okay, so we've got the seasonings massaged pretty well into the chicken. We're going to go ahead and spray this skillet and get it warmed up, and then I'm gonna cook the chicken for the most part just like this, and then towards the end we are gonna put the butter, garlic, and Parmesan cheese mixture on there and kind of let that cook, but I'm gonna mostly cook the chicken through first. Let me clean this up, and then we will make the garlic, butter, and Parmesan mixture to put on there. Okay, chicken is coming along nicely. We are going to go ahead and mix up our sauce to put on it. And so I have 4 tablespoons of butter here. And then you can use like fresh garlic or the frozen garlic cubes or whatever. I'm going to use my minced garlic, and I'm going to do like 4 good-sized teaspoons of that. And then we're just going to melt this in the microwave. So make sure you are using a microwave-safe dish. And then we're going to add some red pepper flakes and some hot sauce in here. Of course, that is optional if you don't want it hot. Okay, I have my butter melted and my garlic. Now we're going to go in with just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Not very much. I don't want it to be too hot. We are also going to put in some dried parsley. I'm going to put in a couple of teaspoons of that. And then we're going to go in with some Parmesan cheese. Probably about half a cup or so. And you can use fresh Parmesan cheese if you want to. Grate it yourself, but I like the pre-shredded. And then I need my hot sauce. And we're going to use just a little bit of this Louisiana hot sauce. And then this is going to coat our chicken. And I'm going to turn the heat down really low because I think the chicken is pretty much done. And you can bake this in the oven as well. I'm going to reserve a little bit. And actually this smells so good, I'm almost tempted to just mix up some more of this to put on the pasta. We'll see. My pasta is done, by the way. I just have it sitting in this bowl. I have not added anything to it. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this because I've already opened it. It smells pretty good. I think that it will still taste okay, but I definitely could have just mixed up some more of that. But anyway, I'm not going to use all of this. We're just going to try like half the jar and then see. Okay, yeah, I used half the jar of that sauce, and I think that's perfect because I don't want the noodles to be like dripping in the stuff. And y'all, this smells really good. If you like the smell of fresh basil, that's what it smells like. It smells delicious. Chicken is looking divine. It smells so good. I'm going to let this finish cooking. I'm going to steam my broccoli, and then we will plate this up. This meal is about done. I actually haven't even put my rice on yet. I need to do that too. So let me do a little cleanup here, get this ready to plate up, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I have got the meal plated up. It is actually going to be a delicious meal, I can tell you right now. It smells delicious. I tasted the bow tie pasta with just that Alfredo sauce on there, and it was so good. And then just the smell of the chicken and everything. I will put my rating on the screen here, but I believe that it's going to be a pretty good one. So anyway, now we are ready to move on to meal number 2. All right guys, it is time to get started on our ground beef bowl. So you're going to need a pound to a pound and a half of ground beef, whatever vegetables you want, peppers, onions. I may add some corn in here. We will see, because I didn't really like pick another vegetable to go with this. This is basically just going to be like a ground beef and rice bowl, and we're going to use just a little bit of this. We've kind of cooked the ground beef. I obviously will season it with salt and pepper as well. The girl that made this called this like a Philly steak bowl or something like that. She makes a lot of very simple meals on TikTok, and so the way she did it was just a little sprinkle of this with 4 ounces of beef and like a cup of cooked rice, and that was her serving. So I've got 1.5 cups of rice going in the rice cooker. I think I'm going to do the peppers in a separate pan so that I make sure that they cook well enough, and the beef, and then I will combine the two and add in the rice and mix it all together and have a bowl that way. We'll see. And I really have no idea what this gravy mix is going to taste like. We'll see if it's any good. It is a very simple recipe, very minimal ingredients. That's why I picked it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my peppers in this large skillet so that they can be softening up. You can use peppers and onions, whatever you want to use. Like I said, I thought about putting some corn in as well, just because I feel like it'll give me another veggie. And then we're gonna put this ground beef in. I'm gonna have to wash those scissors now. Okay, we'll be back once this all starts cooking and season this up with salt and pepper. I think that's all I'm gonna put in it. I don't know if I should trust this or not. Hold on. I'm gonna wash these scissors and then I'll open that and see what it smells like. Okay, scissors are clean. Honestly, I've never had an au jus before. Okay, it smells okay. I think it's just gonna give it like a good little beef flavoring. We will see. Okay, so I have pretty much got the ground beef and the peppers done. I just moved the ground beef over to the pan that the peppers were in because it's bigger. Because I'm going to add the rice in. I'm just gonna kind of scoot it over. We're gonna add all of the rice. Let me grab that, it's gonna be hot. Hold on. Okay, I brought the whole little rice cooker over. I could not get this bowl out, and I need to get it in here because this beef is gonna start to burn. Okay, so I'm just going to put all of the rice in here, and this is not flavored or anything. It's just some plain jasmine rice. You can also do cauliflower rice if you want to, or you could do half and half. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and sprinkle our little gravy mixture in here, and then I'm just going to mix it well and let it cook for a few more minutes, and this meal's done. That's how easy this meal was. If this one is good, then it's definitely going to be a repeat meal because it doesn't feel like it took me 5 minutes to make it. I mean, I did have to cook the rice in the rice cooker, but that kind of does all the work, even though that takes like 20 minutes or so. Okay, I'm going to get this mixed well, and then we will plate it up, and meal prep will be done again. Alrighty guys, here is the second meal. It is actually seasoned really well. It has a little bit of spice to it. Hopefully it's not over seasoned from using that whole packet of that McCormick, but I will leave our rating here on the screen for you and let you know what we thought about this easy meal. One thing I will say, to me, this would be a good meal, like if I wanted to take a break 1 week from taking sandwiches or whatever to lunch and do something quick and easy. I think I might do this if I like it, so we will see. But it was so easy, it didn't take no time to make, and very minimal ingredients, right up my alley. And that's going to conclude meal prep for the day. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for joining me for another meal prep video and little weekend vlog. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. If you haven't already, follow me over on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle for you here on the screen as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and see y'all next week.